Welcome.
I shot in from the side.
You
See
did.
that?
You were like,
Yeah.
I honestly didn't know where you were going to end up.
Magic.
Because, I mean, that was, he was coming through.
Magic.
I was coming through. We were here. And this is okay, I want to be honest, David, we've tried this before.
Failed.
And this may or may not work.
This
I
may
don't
be,
know.
or it could be our best one yet.
It could be the best one yet, but it may or may not work.
Well, we'll see.
That's like life. There are no guarantees.
Watch this be the most viewed podcast we've ever
Ever
had.
in the history of podcasts.
Joe Rogan, watch out.
Dude, Joe Rogan's going to be like, have you heard of these Central Commerce guys? I like these guys. They're doing
Maybe we'll let him come on.
Well, we will consider, Joe, if you're watching, I know you are,
Yes.
we will consider you for our next podcast.
Yep.
You know what's great about this Home Delivery World show is that the AC's on today.
Oh, man. Why do you think I got a jacket on? Everybody think, why you want to look all important? No, I was freaking
it's
cold,
freaking
man.
cold.
We were complaining about it
So
being hot
nice.
when we got here.
Yesterday it was. So this is my first time. Is this your first time?
Yes. Yeah.
Our first time at Home Delivery World representing Lodgua. We're just gonna have this rolling the whole time because why not?
Yeah.
You know, I love David, but I really love his commercial. So I strategically placed this behind us so we don't have to do it.
We don't have to do
We
our
don't have to do
All we
it
have to do is go.
like this. And
Let it
it's
play.
the whole time.
I like it.
You know why? Because Lodgua is the best ever.
See, it makes fun. That's the tagline now, and it'll start to catch on.
It's gonna be like your commercial in my not going to Costco. And it's not even on purpose. I just
Right.
don't go.
We should find one. I don't even know if they have.
And they
one here.
probably have. We're in Philadelphia. For those of you who don't know, at Home Delivery World 2023. It's a great conference. Now, a few folks have told me, and you had a chance to walk around, so I want to get your insight.
Yep.
A few folks have told me that it's bigger this year than it was last year. And for the folks who have never been, what should they expect? Who's out here? What do they do?
So one cool thing that I noticed about what they did do is they have a whole section of startups, which I thought was really neat as I was walking around for two reasons. One, who's there? Like, what do you do? Or, some of them I knew, some of them I didn't. The other thing was looking at having an area for that. It got them all a chance to be together. And then everybody that walked through there,
Yeah.
they're really trying. I mean, I love that because they're trying to get business.
Yeah.
And I mean, there were a bunch of them.
It's almost like networking as you network.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So but that
Very
was neat.
good.
And then as far as the vendors themselves all over, you still got the typical shouldn't be here people. So if you're in a robotics type company or
I
automation,
think it's the wrong spot.
probably
think-
not your
yeah.
audience.
Yeah. This is definitely for me, logistics hub. A lot of trucking companies.
Yes.
We got SEVA to our right. We've got Seco to our left.
Riders right over here.
Riders right in front of us. We've got another one right behind us. This is definitely a logistics,
Yep.
trucking driven,
Yep.
final mile, middle mile type of show.
Well, in a home delivery
Right,
world, I mean,
right.
now that could mean a lot of things too, because if you think about the home delivery challenges, it could be that final mile or last
Could be.
mile delivery,
Yep.
but also it's everything up to that point. And then, heck, we got customers that have booths.
A lot of customers here.
So
yeah, a lot of
that helps.
3PLs out here. So if you're interested
Yep.
in 3PL, or maybe you are a 3PL, the representation's pretty strong. So I would
Yeah.
come out if that's your boat. Yeah, really good show.
Yeah, but not as big as I thought. Like when we first walked in, I
Gotta
guess I had
say.
an impression that it was going to be much bigger.
Yeah.
And then the size of it, as I looked around, I thought, well, this is walkable. So you want to show up for a day, you can walk in a
You
day.
could. You could
Absolutely.
walk in probably half a day.
You could.
It isn't so enormous that you wouldn't be able to do that.
No,
for sure.
you definitely can. And then traffic's been decent. Just know that if you show up in the morning, it's
Traffic
kinda
is in
slow.
booth traffic.
Yeah. We don't know
Traffic,
about
traffic.
on the road.
It's been awful.
Don't
it-
go out in the
It is
street.
Philadelphia after all.
That's exactly
You know,
right.
funny story. Last night, Dave and I are walking back from a bar, and all of a sudden, a water bottle comes flying through the air right at us, and dang near hits us. Like this gentleman, dang near took out our camera just there. Where's our producer at?
He left.
Can
He
somebody stand here
Eric
and just
left.
make sure that I know? Hey, Eric.
Eric Beyond, it was our producer.
He's not a
Was-
very good producer.
Was our producer.
He is fired.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, there he's back
Oh, he's
now.
back. Yeah, he's gonna protect
Hey.
us.
Yes. Please.
All these
The
fans.
camera's almost getting taken out like twice.
Yeah,
now.
all these fans. But seriously,
Oh,
shout
man.
out to all 8 people watching.
I think we're up to 7 or 9. Sorry,
Oh, wow.
I went up to 7.
Don't go down.
Where's my coffee? Where'd that Starbucks go?
You hit it. Oh my gosh.
So I spoke yesterday about AI and how it's changing the landscape of logistics. And last week I did a bit of a plug on this. My take on AI, and I know you're doing a speaking thing, so I want to get what you're doing here in a sec.
And
Oh,
telling us
goodness.
Charlie Brown's talking.
Charlie Brown's talking. I'm going to bring the mic a little closer, so hopefully it'll still work, and maybe they can hear me over the mumble jumble. Oh, it's gone.
We have no idea.
Literally no idea what they say.
It might as well have been in some.
That could have been in Greek for all we know.
Yep.
I'm just gonna bring that a little
That's
closer
fine.
just in
Yep.
case.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
AI.
AI. Yeah. And David's speaking today. So I was speaking yesterday about AI and how it's changing the landscape. And if anybody watched last week's episode, if not, you should. That trailer was hilarious that I made. I gotta say, I got a lot of feedback on people thinking, "What the heck's up with the sandwiches? How did you get to sandwiches in the podcast?"
Pretty much everything.
You
goes
gotta
back to
watch the
sandwiches. Yeah,
podcast.
watch the podcast,
I'm not
figure
gonna
it out.
tell you.
Nope.
You gotta watch the
No
podcast.
spoil alerts here.
But sandwiches have a very what was it, vague option to accept or decline. I forget what I said. But the thing about AI, as we look at this, so let's take these people for instance. I got Siva over here and I got Seiko over here. Siva's got a bit of an AI thing they're doing for their customers and their route. It's going to be pretty specific to what they do.
Right.
And then on that side, they've got an AI, and it's going to be pretty specific to what
Yeah.
their customers and what
Right.
they're doing. These two things are silos of information. AI only works to its full capacity and potential when it's a collective of information.
Right.
So it understands that route and everything else, and it can then plan more holistically.
Mhm.
But without that central knowledge database, without that sharing of information, AI is only going to get so far. And I think we hear about it more and more now because this is not new.
Yep.
AI has been around. God, how long have you been hearing that term now?
No, well, for
5 years?
yeah, well, maybe a little bit even
longer.
in certain
Yeah.
things. Even we even heard about it when it wasn't really real, but you still heard about
People are
movies
doing
were made
it.
about it.
Yeah.
It's always been in our minds.
So it's there, but now because there are companies that have come out and they're tech companies and they specialize and they only do AI, we're just more aware of it, is my opinion.
I agree.
I still think we're 10 years off from this technology being anything that's going to make a real dramatic change.
Mhm.
Little things here and there for specific pieces of business, specific lanes,
Yep.
specific industries like
Yep.
pharma, food, etc.
Yep.
Going to do fantastic
Yep.
things. But if Amazon's using it, it's going to be great for Amazon's
Yep.
parcel business.
Yep.
But other than that, it's awareness, and it's something that's up and coming.
Yeah, it is. And the other thing you got to remember, it's in every industry. Cars, AI is driving cars because cars self-drive. Therefore, it
Yep.
uses an intelligence to know where to go or how to stop or distances
Right.
and things like that.
Right.
That's one piece of it. I mean, I'm staying with that concept. Stoplights. I know for a fact that I'm involved in some stuff in my city. There's an intelligence being built into stoplights that says, "Oh, I already know the pattern.
Yeah.
Just based on the pattern."
Based on the pattern.
And then you get into logistics.
So is that going to happen? Do you know? Maybe you don't. Is it going to have like cameras on the lights to look and see and analyze
Yes,
the traffic
it
in
will.
real time?
It will.
You go, oh, this
So,
big
if
and
you
that.
think about it, intersections are, not to get into this, but it's a pattern. I mean, the
Yeah.
same people. I mean, I don't drive much
The
to
same
work,
thing
but people
every
do it
day.
every day.
Yeah,
And so it knows and it can adjust accordingly,
man.
which gets us into just same
Well, it
thing,
does, and I do
patterns.
wish that Starbucks had the AI to know when I'm going to pick up my Americano in the morning
and take credit cards.
and take credit cards. The things you do at that conferences today was waiting in line for almost 20 minutes, only to find out that they're taking cash only, and I forgot to bring cash with me today.
Yep.
So I had to beg Dave for $10.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, he made me do 10 push-ups.
Yeah, but hey, you gotta earn it. That's what I do with my kids.
Yeah, you gotta earn to do your 10 push-ups. Okay, so Dave, you have a speaking thing later
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
and you may not even know what it's about. Sometimes you don't. You
You know
just show
what?
up.
You show up and go.
Here he does.
Yeah. So what? It's going to be on winning the D2C inside and outside of the warehouse, which is, hey, what do you know? That's kind of, I don't know if you can see it on here, but that's kind of what
Oh,
Lockheed is all
can see that.
about.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. I would bet you AI comes up. The other
I
thing,
guarantee it.
yeah, I guarantee it does. The other thing that I've always thought about is if you think of like a race team, when they make adjustments during a race, they don't have a week. They have 15 seconds during a pit stop to
Yeah.
make an adjustment. So the winning piece to me is how quickly can you turn
How can
or
you
make an
shift?
adjustment
How
or
can you
shift
pivot? Yeah.
to make sure that that question or that problem got addressed. And not even a problem, it's a new ask. that came in.
Sometimes it is. It's like, oh man,
Yep.
this gigantic customer group got influenced by these 5 people,
Yeah.
and now they want to do this, and I'm their 3PL,
Yeah.
and I have to be able to do it.
Yeah. Can you imagine turning to an engineer on a race team and going, hey, I need to really need some more speed out of that? And he's like, let me get on that. I need to get with my team. We're going to research that. Next year, we should have an answer.
Next year we should have
Someone else can win the championship.
I need it right now.
so-
That is a lot of what we're doing and seeing, and I'm hoping that the audio is probably okay.
We got a huge crowd out here, and we're afraid that you can hear them clapping for us.
The live show is
Yeah.
really taking off.
I mean, there's probably, I don't know how many, there's probably 50, 100 people out here watching right now.
In around the conference, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at
Everybody right now. We see them just streaming in. It's
Exactly.
incredible.
But yeah, no, the panel should be fun. Got some good partners on the panel too, and there will be some good. There's a retailer on there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the ones. It's interesting because when I give mine is always driven by what we hear for one. Then I have my own opinions too. And the good thing is we get to hear so much from our customers about how they're navigating. And keep in mind too, they're not navigating away sometimes from their current solutions. They're
Right.
trying to find something to come in and help, like at almost an add-on. They
Yeah.
might keep certain parts of their business untouched,
Yeah.
but they do not want to have to go back to that engineer who says, "Yeah, give me a year and I'll get it figured out." It's like, well,
Well,
a year, that's already changed. Or
yeah, a
another
year
pandemic
and
happened. God forbid.
$50,000
Oh my
change
gosh.
orders and all the back and forth.
All of it.
Uh,
It's common conversation. I think all of this stuff.
Yeah.
You talk to any of these vendors or any of these people in logistics, no matter who they are, how big they are.
Well, to that point, every show we go to, it's the same conversations
It is.
over and over again. So people are interested. They want to understand
Yep.
what is AI? How does it affect me?
Yep.
How do you shift to today's market conditions?
Yep.
All these things are hot button items
Yep.
that there aren't a lot of answers to out there.
No,
really
and,
aren't.
then there's the wrong answers. I think
Yeah.
we had a conversation last night with one of your customers.
Yeah.
And it felt like
Shout out
me-
to Jillamy.
There you go. There you go.
Anybody
Shout out
needs
to
one.
those guys. That's great. You remember there was something mentioned about just getting bad information.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's like, and you look at it, you're like, how does a company operate with such bad? I'm not saying they did it. I'm saying they're getting it.
Yeah.
And all these customers that
Yeah.
we run into, they get bad information. And it's like people have got,
Yeah.
it's almost like we're fighting an uphill battle of software for us, of software companies that have provided poor service, bad information, and have led them down a path of failure. And now they're scared. And who wouldn't be?
Absolutely. There are a lot of salespeople these days that don't understand their product
Yeah.
well enough. I'll give you an example of a different Starbucks. I'm all full of Starbucks this
Ray
weekend.
likes Starbucks.
I do love
I'm
me
a
some
Dunkin' coffee
Starbucks.
guy myself. I don't have the kind of money Ray does, and that's why.
Oh, you just like bad coffee. Shots fired. All right, so I'm at a Starbucks and I asked the person at the counter, who seems like they're new, right? Fair enough. Seems like they're new. I asked them for a cold brew,
Okay.
vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
Okay.
She says, "We don't have any cold brew." I'm struggling with that already because they're a coffee shop. They can make their own cold brew.
Yeah.
I can see the beans. They
I
got
could make it.
beans. You can make it. Anybody can make cold. You brew it and you let it get cold. It's a cold brew.
Cold brew.
Can't do it. Doesn't have it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, do you have anything else? Because we have iced coffee. Okay. All right. So All right, we have iced coffee,
Okay, we can make the coffee cold.
but we don't have cold brew.
Okay.
So I'm struggling. I'm struggling, and so I give up. All right, fine. Give me the vanilla sweet cream iced coffee.
Mm-hmm.
The barista goes and prepares a vanilla sweet cream iced coffee.
Yep.
I'm not going to call it cold brew because that they don't have
No,
cold
they don't
brew.
have that.
Have that. And then they give me the cup with the ice. I just asked for another cup. I took the one with the little spout and I poured the coffee into the empty cup, separating it from the ice, thus
Oh.
making
Did you make your own?
I made my own vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
Which
and I
is really now
gave the
you're
ice
a
back.
barista.
That's my new.
I mean, I'm not
I
I don't want to
wasn't.
call you something you're not.
I
but
wasn't gonna go there, but if we're going down that route, I just want to announce my new coffee shop.
Listen up, Starbucks.
Listen up, Starbucks. You get a new competition in town.
Call it Star Doze.
I think I might get sued for that.
Oh well, yeah.
Not here. No one. They're not watching this.
I doubt it. They're not even here in attendance.
The point of that story is to say, when your front people, your salespeople, whoever it is, client facing, don't understand the product, your client is left to figure it out on their own. They're left confused. I was very confused.
Mhm.
They're left frustrated. That was a frustrating experience, even though I'm not going to forwardly project that on people. That's not
No.
my personality.
Right.
A lot of your customers are like that. They're not going to forward project their frustrations to your staff.
Mhm.
They're just going to sit there. They're going to figure it out, and they're going to find alternatives, and they're never going to tell you about it.
Yep.
Because you don't understand your product and how it works,
And you wonder why they didn't buy from you.
or why they churned.
Oh,
They
that's
bought
right.
from you,
then
and they got what they didn't want. Like me, I got what I didn't want.
Yep.
And I had to figure it out myself. I had to do it myself. Not a big deal in that case. But if you're buying something that is the heartbeat of your business,
Yep.
the WMS is the surgical equivalent to a heart transplant.
Yep. The
And your
logistics
people
of
don't
it, that is
understand.
Exactly right.
If they don't understand, you're going to have problems. You're going to have frustrations.
Yep.
You're going to have lower sales, but you're also going to have high churn.
So what you gotta do if people know what they're talking about. That's why Lodgewell hires the right people, and
That's right.
any company you deal with, I don't care who it is, I don't care what part of the industry, make sure they understand, then they know. Because if you're connected and you understand the industry, you ask the right questions,
Right.
and you get the right answers.
And you bring in the right people
Yes.
because you understand the challenge that they're facing. So you're able to address those needs, bring in the right engineers, the right type of engineers, and the experience is more smooth. So that is our Lodgewell commercial for
Right.
the day,
Been running in the background
the whole entire time. But I think that's a great plug that says who we are, what we do as a company at Lodgewell. It's fantastic. So moving on then, back to the conference. What are your thoughts and opinions? Would you come back?
I would come back. I would definitely come back. And I would definitely come back and still have a booth.
Yeah,
I think there's enough here. I think the show will grow.
I think so too.
I don't think the numbers are what they thought, but you also got to remember this is a free.
It is.
show.
Yeah.
While someone will sign up, they're not obligated to show up.
Yeah, they walk right in
Mhm.
if they want to.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. I would come back. I have to say that the app experience, Terrapin Events, they have a great app.
Mhm.
The experience on that app is fantastic.
Yes.
But I have to probably say ProMat's app was a little better.
Yeah.
And I spoke to the event director of ProMat just yesterday, and they're doing an upgrade to that app
Wow.
to make it
Make it
even
better.
better. So the app experience on that is just second
Yeah.
to none.
Yeah, I love the networking aspect, finding people, and then being able to do the agenda is really easy, so you can see where everything is.
Yeah.
Mark your agenda; it tells you where to be if you want to go see
When to
something.
be there, yeah, all that,
Yep.
all that. The meeting area in the back was really nice. It's segregated, so there's a meeting area where you can just walk up and sit down and take a table.
Yep.
But there's also a meeting area where you can reserve a table.
That was cool.
And I think that's neat.
Yep.
I do enjoy that, especially for networking. And of
Yes.
course, being in Philly, there's so much to do.
Yep.
Although we have been told a few times, don't stray too far
Yep.
from this kind of block
You might
because
get
it
water
gets
bottles
rough.
thrown at you.
That was just wild.
Twice, we had two of them.
Twice.
But we did have a cheesesteak.
We did have a cheesesteak, and I
Was it
don't.
that good?
Okay, so do we want to go there? Let's go there.
It's safe.
Let's talk about the confrontational Philly cheesesteaks. Kind of bland. without the hot sauce.
Oh, the hot sauce was the game
The
changer.
hot sauce in that one place we went to, Sonny's, and I think they make their own hot sauce. I don't
That's-
know.
It was in a
I haven't tasted it before.
it was in a generic squeeze bottle. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming either they're tricking us
It could be.
or they really do make their own.
But that was
pretty
unique.
good.
It
It
wasn't
made it
like
better.
it did. It was kind of vinegary,
Yes.
but peppery and onions. It had a really good flavor to it.
To me, there wasn't enough cheese whiz.
Oh God. Here
On
we
mine.
go. Here we go.
That was the
So,
provolone.
I'm a provolone guy. I'm a provolone guy. He's a cheese whiz guy. I'm a Starbucks guy. He's a Dunkin' guy.
We're starting to see the difference.
There's
in
the line.
economic status here.
There's
Jay Davis. Sad. It's very sad.
I
Not that
think-
you're giving cash.
I-
to Starbucks.
now you know how I got all my money. I don't pay for the coffee.
I dig it.
Actually,
I dig
that's
it.
I have to be truthful. I went down yesterday to get a coffee, and the gentleman in front of me, for whatever reason, paid for my coffee.
Nice.
So I didn't pay for that one
Man.
either. That's 2 coffees.
Ray comes to the show and gets richer.
I'm just bumming off people. Hey, can you buy me a coffee?
I like
I'm
it.
poor. I'm a lonely salesperson.
Yeah,
Speak to
please
me.
help me. Please help.
So the cheesesteaks were good. The cheese whiz, I guess, is David's
It's a
favorite.
thing. It's a thing.
It is a thing. It's legit.
Yep.
But I'm a provolone guy, and I gotta say that like the steak itself, apart from the cheesesteak, it was like bland. There was
Yeah,
no flavor to
I
it.
agree.
I had
better.
had a lot of salt to get
Yeah,
in pepper
I've
to
had
get the
better for
flavor
sure.
out of it.
Absolutely.
So I think we're gonna try a different place tonight. We may or may not.
Who knows?
We'll update
Who
you.
knows what we'll do?
You
We'll
know,
update you though.
we don't know where we'll be. We could be in your town next. Heck, if you guys want us to come out and do a live podcast at your location,
Send
let us
yeah,
know.
Comment below.
Yeah, all
Below.
it's down.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm looking at here because there's a video
wait.
here. It's
Down.
down there.
here,
Yep.
Over here.
We could also do like a video. I can put one here.
Oh, that's a good.
I can put the subscribe link like right there.
Oh, that's great. Like
Yeah.
a green screen.
Yeah.
Don't wear green.
Don't
You'll
wear
be
green.
invisible.
Wait, is this gonna have like a stripe? It's
I
like
don't
on
know.
our chest. It's gonna
Maybe.
stripe out.
Look, this is a great. logic.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, this has been good. I
Yeah, it's
think.
been fun. I want to thank Eric for being our producer today.
Yeah, producer Eric is hey, Eric. You come on over here and show the
Yeah.
folks what you look like. You can stand right. This is our producer Eric. He
Beyond.
was doing a horrible job until about 5 minutes ago.
Very underpaid for this role.
Extremely.
Very underpaid.
He has no idea.
Thank you. You're welcome. Oh wait, bonus.
Yep.
Spoil me. Ah.
And he'll get paid with all the roadies that follow us around.
There's
Our
a lot.
podcast Roadies. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Oh, they're saying your name this time.
Yep.
That's not normal.
Young. All right.
All right, Intangible Commerce signing off. So this
Yep.
is Home Delivery World, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Fantastic. town.
2023.
2023. We're gonna be where are we going next? What's our next
Maybe
show?
CSCMP, maybe?
CSCMP in September.
Possibly.
We got balls flying at us right now. You can't see that.
Okay.
That's off
I
camera.
didn't say that.
There we go. All right, guys. Well, this has been a really good episode. Appreciate
Yes.
everybody watching.
Yes.
And hey, why don't you watch another video? There's one over here. There might be one behind you.
Never
even.
know.
Click on that. Give us a shot.
Catch
if we
us on
suck,
YouTube.
let us know.
Yeah. We're open to any and all,
Feedback, negative, positive, whatever.
whatever you want.
I appreciate when people say that David should buy me more coffees.
Yeah, we'll let you know how that goes, and we'll get ready to Costco.
I mean, wait a minute. Do I have to?
Yes.
We still waiting on the how many people have to like the video before we do that?
At
Or
least two.
shoot, just that's a low bar.
I want you to go.
That's a low bar. Good God.
20. We need
20.
How about 20?
All right, I'll take 20.
All
20 it is. All right, guys. Have a good one.
See you. And out.